Yo, yo, yo. Hey, this is for my kinfolk. 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 First of all, I wanna thank the guy above that teaching me was right and showing me much love. Thanking all the people that pushing me ahead. Now I know in due time be breaking off bread. Living life and life turns gotta do. Cause things in the past might come back and hunt you. The way you started out, the way you fought about. Avoided all the haters cause you took a different route. You suffered from the loss, you ate from the pain. With all the death you kept a step and yet you still remain. So let's smoke, sit back and do a toast. Not my family but you known to me as King Flo. Yo, this is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk.
For my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk.
What's going on? What's going on, good people? How y'all doing today on this weekend? You know what I'm saying? Hoping you having a blessed one. Before I get started, you know I got to give all thanks to my higher power, to the one I was to call my God, you know. Oh, what a long night, y'all. You know, I got up kind of late today, man. You know, it's like I went to bed thinking about, you know what I'm saying, that guy getting killed by those officers. Man, I couldn't even get up with the missus today. You know what I'm saying? Body hurting, aching. It's like it's like I don't put myself in this position. You know what I'm saying? And it just be the pain that we go through, man. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even be physically at most of the time. It be physically. You know what I'm saying? And it still affects your body. You know what I'm saying? Physically though. You know. That lets you know what I'm saying, our thoughts are real strong, you know. We really take heed to what we, you know what I'm saying, believe in. Anyway, let me think I got a couple of people birthdays on here, you know. And like I say, you know, if you my friend, you know what I'm saying, you get a birthday shout out and stuff like that. If we not, you know what I'm saying, involved like that, you know, and don't have a friendship on here, you know, I can't tell you happy birthday. Not unless I know you and I know it's your birthday. But first, I wanna get a special shout out to this queen. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing that thing with the LLC and everything, elegant extensions. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, queen. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get to where you need to be. I got another shout out for one of the brothers, Mo Beats Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to you, my brother, with many more to come. You know what I'm saying? Always. Y'all people enjoy y'all day and be the best that y'all can be and what y'all do. Okay, people, let's get to it. What we on? Where my people at? You know what I'm saying? See if I can get some of my early morning. Well, it ain't early morning. No. I overslept, y'all. Cause I kind of like stayed up a little late last night. So, pardon the body, you know. Pardon the body, man. See if my sister on, you know what I'm saying? See what's up. I don't know because she ain't been getting no notifications from me, so we're gonna see what we could do. Also gonna put I'm gonna copy and paste a request, a join invitation on the boards. You know what I'm saying? If you can work it out, you know what I'm saying. Do what you do. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, cool. So if you feel froggy sleep, you know what I'm saying, I'm on. I might not be, you know what I'm saying, available next week, you know. I can be present, but not available for conversation and things like that, you know, because I'm going to get my mouth in order, my teeth fixed, you know. Especially in the field that I'm in, you know, because I'm gonna start being live and things with my guests. And I'm gonna have personal guests on too. Redo my place of residence right here, a man cave. Put it back to a studio setting, you know, with my chairs and everything, to where when somebody do come to town, you know what I'm saying, we can do a live show. Which I don't know what the difference is from live, but yeah. But I had a topic today, you know what I'm saying? And it's something that I grew up on. You know, I missed something up in there. But it's act as if, see, everything ain't working right on here. It really supposed to be act as if, be as if, and feel as if, you know. And that's what we was always taught, you know, growing up, as far as being that person, you know what I'm saying? Having feelings and you know what I'm talking about, being that person. You know, the black on black crime, you know what I'm saying? It's like getting to me right now, you know. I do keep up front that the part that I played in it, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know, black on black crime, you know, whooping a brother, you know, chasing a brother, or, you know, even shooting at a brother or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's your same color, man. That's, you know, that's crazy. You know, especially when we know that it's a lot of things that, you know, that's going against us today. Far as living our lifestyles, far as having a job, you know, maintaining that job, having security within our homes, you know, far as the bills, you know, the economy going up, tax going up, and the things that they pay us, they taking the money from. Starting to take it from the programs, you know what I'm saying, that we appreciate, programs that help us out, programs that make a way for us, you know what I'm saying, each month. People, we having too much fun out here, man. We having too much fun with the shit that we do regularly, on a regular basis. And then we turn around and do it on the special days like holidays, birthdays, and shit like that. Ain't nothing changed in the person. We all addicts of our environment. We walk around, we don't feel to be ourselves if our mind ain't altered. If it's not modified, if it's not enhanced, we ain't satisfied, man. And sometimes we don't be satisfied until we high. Knowing that it's something not good for us. You know, we supposed to be nourishing our bodies, but, you know, and all in all, we poisoning our bodies. Sometimes we get high off pharmaceutical on the streets. Something be wrong with us. We take pharmaceuticals from the hospital, you know, never knowing the reaction or, you know, the outcome of when those two products get together and formulate what it'll do to us. You know, we do 2 and 3 drugs at one time, and we'll drink on top of it. You know, when we supposed to be nourishing our bodies, we poison ourselves. And when something goes wrong, we won't even go to the hospital to see what it is. We'll give it a day or two. We'll see how it affects us. If it's really paining us. If it's not paining us that much, we will go on with our regular duties of poisoning ourselves, putting shit up in us so we won't think about the pain. And the things that we put on us be so harmful to us. We might not feel it at that time, but down the road, as you get older, things start taking effect because you don't abused it too much and you don't gave yourself too much. Things and you don't got shook up and got together and disrupted something else as far as in your body, like, you know, the way your blood flows, the way your, you know what I'm saying, the way your heart beat, the way your head function. You know, naturally growing up, you know what I'm saying, or back in the past, they didn't have that type of stuff. They had fruits, vegetables, and things like that. You know, they didn't too much have to worry about headaches and high blood pressure and stuff because they ate the right foods. They had the right personality, the right feeling, you know what I'm saying? Happy-go-lucky and things like that. And that's why I get act as if, be as if, and feel as if. You know what I'm saying? I always tell you to be that person. You know what's best for yourself. You know what to cut out in your life in order to function right. See, we disrupt a lot of things in us because we party hard. And we abuse whatever we take for us drinking. We keep on drinking, smoking. We keep on smoking or whatever. Goes the same with eating. Eating can be a disorder. Too much of something they say is not good for you, you know. Because when you do it a lot and do it heavy, you'll tend to abuse things. You know. And I guess that's in the field that we're in right now because, you know, people feel like that and they abuse others. You know, I don't know what's the case. I don't know why everybody can't live in harmony, you know what I'm saying, and just want some out of life, share things, always smile, you know what I'm saying, and have open arms for other people. For us to learn to give suggestions to. I don't even know why it's so hard. You know, it's hard for us to get that through our head that all we got to do is just live and do the right thing. And we supply all the blessings that we look for, plus more. You never know what the guy got, what the girl got, or whatever it got for you. You know what I'm saying? As far as your higher power, we misuse the things that we have a lot, including people. You know, I get what's going on, G. You know what I'm saying? I get distraught sometimes. I get distraught because, I mean, it gets me upset for somebody, you know what I'm saying? If I don't mess with nobody or I'm not on the same page as nobody or nothing like that, I'm in my business. I stay in my lane. I go find something else to do. But I would never lead a person on, man. I would never lead a person on. You know, that speaks very loudly to people. And I see it all the time. People, you don't have to act. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, act your feelings out or the way you feel. You know what I'm saying? As far as your relationship to a person. If you don't mess with a person, be that person to walk away, to do something else. So be a lot of people pretending like, yeah, you're a friend, but can't really stand your guts. You know, I see it all the time. I can look at a person, I can listen to their conversation to know that person. Act like you know what I'm saying, they like you, but they don't like you. The only reason they like you is because you're giving them attention. You're giving them likes. But in actuality, they'll walk right past you like they don't know you. You got a lot of them people out here, females and males. I know a lot of them. I went to school with a lot of them. Grew up with a lot of them. That's something can't be put past me. Something that I know already. And that's what we do today. We be already knowing. But we don't do nothing, say nothing about it. We condone it. You know, I feel that talking about it is a step. A person to have in their mind what they really want to do, that they want to help or whatever. Maybe brainwashing themselves down the road on being that person. You know, that's straight up about what they're doing. But you got people that's 50-50. They talk a good shit. But in real life, they be on BS bullshit. Females and males. Watch who you listening to. Listen to the conversation. Especially when they talking with others. If they let shit slide, when somebody talking about somebody, you know, when they let shit slide about shit that they don't talk about, that they didn't do nothing about, those are not the people that you need to be listening to. I told you that the tongue is dangerous. The most dangerous thing on your body. Anything can come up out of that. Some can slip. A person can be so emotional and just blab it out. You can say some shit behind somebody's back to somebody and they get back to them. It still came out of your mouth. You still gave it power, even though it was just a thought in your head. You could have let it fly and kept it to yourself. But no, you feel that you needed to get it out. For what reason? Was it attention? You know? Was it to be a part of something? Or is it that, you know what I'm saying, you dislike that person or whatever? You got people out here like that. Man, I must have kept a late night, man. I forgot to change my banner and everything. We got people out here like that, man. You look deep before you leap. You know, there's a lot of people that talk crazy and all this type of shit, but won't lift a finger. You know what I'm saying? To the cause that they trying to preach. You know, every day it causes me to take a deep look at the people that I involve myself with, the people that I conversate with, the people that I'm supposed to put two and two together. We got to know if it's 2 take away 2 and not 2 plus 2. And when we hit situations, you know what I'm saying, that's what we got to do. We got to add, and some of them we got to subtract on what we hear, especially if we know better, we know right from wrong. And we be up here talking for a long time. I look on other sites, I see a lot of viewers and everything. People listening in, talking. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds of people. But don't shit never change. Don't nothing change. Not in some individuals. That shit going one ear and out the other. You know, we got to start thinking about the part that we playing shit, people. People think this shit goes in one end, supposed to go out the other ear, but no, man. It's going to catch up with you. You get a chance to learn, too. You know, you ain't no kid no more. You're going to start seeing bills come in your name. You're going to start getting the conversation, if you ain't doing nothing, you got to get up out of here. Or maybe you should start doing something and get yourself together. Because you can't count on nobody these days. See, I learned a person can take care a lot more on a solo basis than hanging with a crowd. A crowd will stunt your growth. And as far as you being an individual, that's meaning that you're sacrificing, that you're cutting out some of the things that you do that wasn't adding up. You know what I'm saying? So you had to subtract them out of your life. You know, when that 50-50 mark is up, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to have a plus sign and a subtraction sign running concurrent in your life. That's the cause of your blessings being presented to you and being taken away. You know, everything is a plus for us when we're born. We the ones put the subtraction to it. We subtract every good thing out of our life, even our personality. I don't know where we put it at this subtracted, but I'm trying to put it back together and add it back up, you know, to have a person level, to have the answers going correctly, going forward, as things be added to your life. A lot of people don't use subtraction so much to where today they don't have anything. You know, when you don't have no money to pay and stuff, they actually do, you got collateral. Collateral meaning, you know, material things that's worth money. Things that you bought that can be resold, that can generate revenue in order to put you back on. Collateral is like jewelry, old coins and things like that you can get revenue back from. It's something like having money in the bank, you know, especially if you take care of your things. If your things are still active and still working and everything, it can be resold. And sometimes when you can't afford nothing, like back in the old days, people put up their watch gambling. You know, Back in the days, people put up their body limbs. You know what I'm saying? That's collateral. Some people put up their kids as collateral. You know, they used to get married when they was real young, and they married the kids while they was young and stuff like that. But collateral today is when you ain't got nothing and they got a pot to piss in the window to throw it out. We tend to use ourselves as collateral. Meaning that we put our life on the line before we try to make a way and come up with a solution, create something, or do some hard work or something like that. We rather put our bodies up as collateral because we don't subtracted everything from our life. Every plus sign don't came in our life, we don't fucked up. And that's opportunity. That's people and things that we could accomplish. So when it comes to that plus and minus sign, you know what I'm saying? These people put up their bodies and everything and go out, commit crimes, hurt other people. Some make it to their lowest totem pole. You know what I'm saying? Nothing collateral, but they putting their body up for collateral. And to some people, body parts really don't even mean enough. It's not enough. It don't mean nothing. It's not going to cure their problem of the person that they are. Then they start thinking suicidal. Their whole body. And when you put your whole body up as collateral, that's you telling yourself that you really don't stand for anything. That means you don't appreciate your body the way you're supposed to. That lets you know that you don't value yourself. You don't value yourself at all. Ain't no sense of adding, ain't no sense of subtraction. Because you don't lost self-esteem for everything there is to ask for on this earth. Thinking that it's impossible for you and everything, but it's not. You know, coming into things, you know what I'm saying, we'd be afraid. We'd be afraid to a point that some people don't even take a chance on it. Just like people. Some people be afraid to take chances on people. You know, we be afraid to speak up when we see something wrong. You know, we scared to talk up when we got a problem. We never act as if, we never be as if, and we never felt as if that we matter. It's time for us to come out of the scaredness, people. And our mind must be on level ground. Because a person that needs to get high and needs to enhance their personality and modify their behavior in order to kick it, ain't gonna survive. Especially not up under pressure. You know, we need to come down to earth. We need to get our thinking ability back. And stop drawing off instincts of thinking only about the material things. No, it's a shame to know that animals draw off instincts, but we act like animals. We just have a binders on with our eyes straight, looking forward at shit that we want. Never looking around to see the consequences that surround us, but just having a straightforward mind at what they want. Just like somebody else's shoes that they got on, somebody else's money, car, whatever. We go off instincts and want that and get it any type of way we can, even if we got to put our life in danger. Never thinking about the consequences that come behind it. It's like the zebra that walked to the water to drink while the water was alligator infested. This very spot where the zebra drinking at the alligator lives, resides, raising their young, or whatever. But the zebra don't know nothing else. It consists on drinking. Because they got binders on. They want to get high, want to get drunk. And that's all they thinking about. Be 2:00 in the morning. Be the only person out. The zebra still got a one-track mind. Ain't thinking about nothing. Ain't thinking about the darkness. Not thinking about predators. All they thinking about is that material thing, drinking that water, that car, somebody else's shoes, that purse, anything. That bag. Stand on the corner days and days, hours and hours, just to get a few dollars. No matter if it's cold, if it's raining. If it's raining fire, fuck it. We out there with our instincts, because all we thinking about is what we want. The drug or whatever. Like the zebra want the water. Alligator reaches up, snaps at the zebra. The zebra runs, get away. By the grace of God. You go to jail, miss opportunities of getting killed and stuff like that. That's a good thing. But we incarcerated. We in a cocoon where we supposed to rebuild ourselves, to get ourselves together, to think outside the box and everything. But we get out with the instincts of going back to that same spot. That same spot where the alligator snapped at us and everything, where we went to jail, got our ass kicked, robbed, and all that type of shit. We chose to go right back there. Thinking that this little time between us, that is different now. Everything gonna be different. We gonna do things another way. We gonna drink on that side of the pond. You know what I'm saying? Even if the zebra had willpower, we gonna go over there and drink on the other side, knowing that that's the alligator's home. You're raising kids. You know? And we go back to the same spot, grab us a pack, selling drugs back on. Shit started where we started off. Everybody remembers. They know what field we in already. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they ain't got no job. They drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? They already got us figured out in their mind because of your appearance, your first appearance. So you go back there. Just like the zebra go back to the water. Go back to the same spot. The same spot. You remember the same spot. You remember the good shit that he had. The shit that came to him. He remember getting that good ass drink of water right there. But he don't subtract it apart. And what went on. The argument he had, the misunderstandings and all that type of shit that he had before that. He subtracted it out of his mind. The mind was back at one track, thinking about one thing. That's going to sedate the self just for a little while. Because after sedation, it comes back on you and you got to do the same shit again. You got to go back at it. So he just some shit that sedated him. You know, the zebra go back to the same spot. Like the water tasted better there. And forgot all about the alligator. Just like the individual who get out of jail and go back to the same spot, the same corner. Ain't no fucking stores right there. Ain't no laundromat. Ain't nobody selling nothing right there. Ain't nothing right there but a tree and a stoplight. Nothing. Except there's a police on duty. The same police. The same police that locked you up. The same police who occupational position was to ride down that block every day to make sure that the neighborhood is safe. Ain't nobody doing no trouble. Kids getting hurt. People getting sold drugs to or whatever. But you on this block every day at that spot by the tree and the stoplight. Thinking that you're doing it better than you did it last time because it's not on you. It's not in your pocket. But we do got it down at the bushes. We can go get it and run back and forward. You hear me? Run back and forward, doing the same thing. Back and forth, doing the same thing. Expecting different results, thinking that ain't nobody gonna get a hold to this, but everybody on the block know. Everybody except the police. Everybody don't like you. But this police on this beat, he on his job to serve and protect. But every time he come down his beat, he see you standing on the corner like you got a paper stand built right there. But he knowing in this man ain't shit right there but a tree and a stoplight. You out there rain, sleek, or snow, hustling hard, jabbing, everything. Think you getting away, thinking you finna party, think you finna go sleep with her and do this and go buy this, an outfit or shit. The police wonder. Because every time he come up, you know what I'm saying, the crowd disperse. Everybody go their own way. He don't know what's going on, who doing what. He ain't saw no transaction. He don't got no probable cause just to come and put hands on you. So he go down the block on his beats, on his work day, and take a break and sit down the block just to see what's going on. And he see you running to the bushes, you jabbing, you getting paid, you doing this. Thinking don't nobody see you, especially the people. But whatever you doing out in the middle of a desert. And you like in the middle of a desert. Street corner, everybody see you. Know what you about. If you're standing there for too long, you on something. If I see you every so often, I know you're dealing around here somewhere or whatever. And we go in thinking that we could change the system. We can be a better criminal. We're going to do things a different way and get out and go at a bag. And go to the same spot. The same spot where the zebra just got chased by the alligator. Just to drink that water with a one-track mind with binders on. Only thinking about the good that we can get up out of it and not the consequences that come behind it. The zebra goes back to the water for that opportunity, for that excitement of going to get the bags, dope, cane, or whatever. If we got to go out south on the 15th floor in the project with 20 niggas standing downstairs, we going. but expecting different results and never having in mind that people don't get killed, people don't OD, chased down and all that shit. But only thinking about the part that we get up out of it. As far as patting ourselves on the back with instant gratification, we deserve it. We babysit it all day. All we had groceries all day. We cooked all day or whatever. I did somebody or whatever. Get the instant gratification of coming back to that same water spot to drink, knowing the alligator was right there, knowing that I can be putting my life in danger. The zebra, then he off instincts. He can't think like that. He can't think like we think. Animals can't think like they want what they want and they're going to get it any type of way. They can put their body up. And they know if they don't eat, they're going to be eaten. As far as the situation goes. So the zebra come back to the same spot where the same alligator just snapped out. And he starts to drink again. Never having in his mind that anything can happen to him. He's not thinking about the last, the last, time he came and drunk the water. And this time the alligator gets his meal, gets his prey. The getter get got. Just like the police watched the guy jab on the corner. The same one just locked him up a few years ago. He back out doing the same thing in the same spot, expecting different results, thinking he could do shit different, and wind up getting caught up, sent up for a long time this time, because he been doing this shit for years and don't became a habitual criminal under the Habitual Criminal Act of a 3-time loser doing the same shit, expecting different results. If you ain't got rich right now and you've been doing this shit a long time, sit down. If you've been jabbing in the same spot, going to jail 10 times, sit down. It's not for you. It's not for you. Our thinking problem is crazy. 5 police just killed 1 black man. For what reason? They messed up their kids' lives. They messed up their family generational lives. Everybody got to go to court, come up with money, the shit like that to put to the side for this person because they made a wrong decision. And they was well in doubt. They had everything made. They had the red carpet out for them with the house, the car, the wife, the kid, the great job and everything. And they choose to sacrifice that over what? Was they working off each other's emotions? Validations of what they can do to another person? Was every one of those officers trying to be above their means, above their badge? By showing off in front of their friends and the other police officers? Was they trying to gain recognition? What was the reason? It couldn't have been no hate. Because the guy looked the exact same as them. Same color and everything. Same accent. Matter of fact, they didn't even know that person real good. At all. What was the cause? I think about shit like that all the time. I couldn't even get out of bed today. I woke up, my whole body was sore. I had been up all night looking at the news, looking at the coverage. Tear down there coming to my eye of the way they did that man. I knew I couldn't take it. It's by the grace of God that he lived that long after they took him to the hospital, man. He supposed to be DOA on arrival the way these people was doing him, man. That wasn't right. We quick to hurt each other. We quick to talk about each other. We quick to hate on each other. That's why I don't fuck with everybody, especially the people that I don't been with, that I don't grew up with. They proved to me a lot about this plus thing and this negative thing. You know, it's some shit that I subtracted from my life. I just can't add it back on. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That's like putting a skate on one feet and having a shoe on the other feet. You know this shit ain't fitting. You know you're not going to walk right. You know you're not going to be on level ground. You're going to have your ups and downs, your ins and outs. But we're not that knowledgeable to know that it ain't for us, that those people ain't for us. Even the ones that smile in your face every day, that even have a good suggestion. Don't be cracked up to be all that. They ain't going to keep it real. They still going to red cross, talk behind your back, huddle up with their friends, and point out the most negative part of you before they point out the best part of you. See, I'm different. I get emotional bringing a person up, not bringing the person down. You know, one of us got to feel good out of the situation. The one that feels good gonna reach back. But if you do it negatively and you get mad negatively, it ain't gonna work. Because you already know the outcome. Some people be put on the hot seat just to be a better person. That's if they listen. Let it be something to add to their life. But they sit down and they listen to shit and they keep the subtraction button up and don't want to hear it. They stand to be understood. They think they too big to be corrected. They think they too smart to be corrected. I ain't gonna even tell you how they feel about the person that's giving them the information. But that's what we do. We are very scared. Everybody's scared to really fuck jumping off a porch. Jump off a building. Jump into an occupation where you can support your family and friends and other people that's in need. And you won't have no drama. Always be happy. Always got people on your side that's friendly, willing to give, willing to participate, willing to grow. Ain't that easy? That's so easy, man. That's a simple process for a complicated person, man. Being black is so complicated to a lot of people because they don't understand themselves. That's why they're scared. They don't know who they are. Stop waiting on the person to validate you to tell you who you are and create that person, who you want to be. It depends on you and your outlook on life. And don't just look at shit and expect all the good shit to come to you and nothing to go wrong. Fellas, stop looking at situations and only thinking about the good part that you get up out of it and not the consequences that come behind it, like going to jail or getting killed. I'm going to keep it real. I'm a positive guy and everything. But that don't mean I won't change your lifestyle if you mess with my livelihood. I will make a person famous. It ain't nothing negative about that. It's about protecting your own, your family and shit like that. Ain't nothing negative about that. But it is a problem when you go out here and you inflict pain on people for no reason at all, just for your instant gratification to make yourself feel good. Now, we just got 5 officers that showed out in front of the world, showed their ass. Who they wanted to be validated from, the white officers or whatever. What I think them guys know they had cameras on them. Them guys knew it was cameras hanging up. But you know what? They insist on doing what they was doing because they was humiliated within themselves. They wanted no humiliation about what they was doing in the eyes of nobody else. That's the way they felt in the inside. Those guys felt like that personally as individuals. They are part of elite squad, gang intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Out there with all the trimmings. They got all the equipment. They can get all the equipment because they're part of the special program or whatever. Hoodies, whatever. But deep down in themselves, they was scared. They was weak. All that. I say that because it took 5 of them to try to take down one guy. If you see the first video, there's a few guys trying to take him down, spraying them with mace while shooting them with the taser at the same time. Why? One guy on one arm, why another guy on this arm? And they still couldn't control it. He still wound up getting away. Those people had different motives on their mind. You know what the police motive was, but the other guy motive was getting away. He remember what happened to George Floyd. That's the same town. There's a lot of rappers don't been slain there. Don't been robbed at dice games. Rest in peace, Takeoff, man. I know a whole lot of other rappers don't die there, though. You know? No. Man. Rest in peace to all those people, man. Especially Duke the Jeweler from Chicago and all of them, you know? It's a female got killed down there. Duck, didn't he get killed down there in the restaurant with the chain on? A lot of people, man. Rest in peace, Young Dolph, man. All them people, man. You got the mayor down there not doing nothing. A part of the situation. In pictures with rappers. Gang affiliated people. You got multi-million-dollar record owners down there. Scamming people. Other rappers. Insurance policy programs. You know, when you become in that field, you be like worth more dead than alive. The people have insurance policies on you and everything. They set you up when you're doing good. You know, they have videos and everything, and ain't nobody really been locked up for that chat. There's a lot of things been swept up under the rug in Memphis. A lot of brothers and sisters losing their life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them that's financially secured. They got money. Now you got the police. They already been talking about the police ain't been doing their job. And you see what's happening. It's a clique thing. You know, organizations don't turn into cliques now. It don't turn into cliques where there's no more law. There's no more structure. No more goals. Nobody on the hot seat against justice. It's a clique thing. And cliques now, you got vice lords, GDs, Latin, everything in one clique, violating each other. You feel me? Pulling justice on each other, messing up packs or whatever and shit like that. Going against their grains with they clique, everybody in it. Shooting at one other person, you know what I'm saying? Organization. You know, law just don't govern all events no more. You know, first coming up in the game, GAME, gang. Brothers got violations. Depending on, you know what I'm saying, the crime that they did. You know, I know in the joints, you know, I put a few brothers through some exercises. I even find them, you know what I'm saying, stole. I'm very seldomly here to take a match out for a brother. You feel me? I don't did it before. Cause some you had to do it for. Give him a match or 2 matches or whatever. I got tired of it though. Because I came to a conclusion that I was babysitting. I was babysitting grown motherfuckers that had a will. You know, I couldn't rest in peace up in there. Neither one of us, first seed, second seed, now one of us. Because the fucking people were like adolescents. You couldn't rest well without something going on. Like adolescents for real, kids, unorganized. Hey, Star, we need your assistance down here. Woo out the bam. Man, what's going on? Man, they fighting over the phone. Huh? You fighting over some shit that's going to be here for the rest of your time here. You got to be kidding me. Man, we need your assistance, man. What's up? They fighting over trades, man. What? No, I don't want the authority to put them over in check no more. Or nothing like that. To try to make a person do something. I want to tell a person today what's right. You know what I'm saying? I got to let them make the decisions on their life. I'm not finna kill myself for that person. But if they do need my help, I'm right there. You know, just like the individuals that I asked to come up or the individuals that don't came up, but now they look at me sideways and think that I don't know. Oh, I got all that wrote down. And you know I'm a picture man. I take pictures in my mind of things. People, places, and things, right? You know, I know where I want to be far as the places. I know who I want to fuck with far as the people. And I know the things that I'm into and the things that I want to get accomplished. You know, a couple of people might have 1 or 2 of those traits. But if you ain't got them all, I don't need to be around you. Because you're half-stepping and you're 50-50. I can't believe shit you say. I don't care how big your smile is or whatever. Have you been doing shit for a long time and ain't shit changed for you? Leave it alone. Been selling drugs a long time and ain't got rich? Leave it alone. Respect towards others. If you don't got to leave it alone. Validation, leave it alone. I don't care. You got to know your limit. It's just like exercising to a person that's trying to lose weight. If you've been doing what you've been doing for a long time and your ass still at the same weight, You just practicing. Or you ain't doing something right. It's probably because you don't want to listen to suggestions from other people. But you got to let those people be them. You feel me? You got to do what you do best. You got to make a difference within the individual, within yourself, and let it reflect out on others. You get others to liking you. You get others to wanting to be around you. You get others to wanting to give you things and open you up to new opportunities. That's up to the individual how to display themselves. Like I say, your first impression should be your best impression. Because everybody is out to figure somebody out, size somebody up to know how far they can go with that person. I don't give a fuck if they smiling with you or whatever. Thoughts are different. Thoughts are hidden. It's when you talk about shit, you give it power. Because some action can come behind that. Because a person can get emotional or whatever and feel that shit. And everybody out there don't want to be wrong. So you can't tell them no shit that's right. You know? Because if they wrong, they still right compared to them. You know, people think they high and mighty. Think because they got something, you know what I'm saying? They on the pedestal. That don't mean shit compared to the individual. I don't care what you got. The best looking car, the best looking motherfucking outfit far as your business or whatever and shit like that. Shit changes. I see people fall for overnight. They don't took years to build that shit and don't fail overnight trying to maintain it, but the way that they maintain it. Real talk. Look deep before you leap into your friends. Knowing they ain't there to front you off or to laugh at you. Get somebody to laugh with you sometime on some positive shit. You know, we had a good show last night. We stayed up kind of late. You know, I want to thank my my host, you know what I'm saying, Greg Page, for coming and enlightening us on some things. You know, he came and talked about the stock market. He talked about his LLC, along with some more things. He talked about life, relationships. You know, everybody got a point or something to say. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got an answer or opinion to something. That's why I urge you to get up here and be yourself and get on Food for Thought to talk about it. Because you can't never get your answers just listening and then you go with your crew and say what you think you don't like and all this type of shit. That don't work. That's just you listening to your motherfucking self because ain't nobody else listening to you. That point is only taken from you. I already got up here and say ain't nobody perfect. Practice don't make perfect. So don't think you're perfect in what you do because you can fail in it one day. You know what I'm saying? So practice don't make perfect. So get y'all motherfucking dictionary out and practice on y'all words, man. Y'all need motherfucking education. Y'all don't have the right pronunciation. Y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, know how to understand the conversation that people say. Y'all basic and shit. You know, like one page having, you know, one page out of the Cat in the Hat book, the big ass words. And that's all you know. Anything else you add your own 2 cents on, make the story motherfucking bogus. To the story ain't even true no more. You add shit on to what you think it should be. You people are dumb doing that. You have no answers. You only can speculate. Go into speculations of what you think and how you think it should be. But a person that's not educated can't even think that far. They'll give you some bad information. How could you listen to a mother like that? They can't read the instructions and bake a cake properly. Reading the instructions. You know, people think when they got shit and everything that it's over with, they got it, they don't accomplish something. You ain't accomplished nothing if you can't maintain it. If you can't have it forever, you haven't did it. Your shit was broke, dirty, toe up the next week. because of your abusiveness, the way you treated it, the way you didn't treasure what you had. We do that with our personality and our mind because it lives on. And people take a picture of that. They write it down in their mind that you're a no good person, that you're a thief, that you always start shit, that you're going to come around and drink up everybody's stuff and not put in no money. They already got that in you. They already know that you're the one that talk about people behind their back and shit and smile in their face. You don't think people know that? They know that. I told you people on the outside can see what's happening on the inside real good because you're displaying it. Eyes wide open. We see the shit that you do. We know the person that you are. We know you don't give a fuck. We already know you. So all that pretend shit that you're a good person or you treat or whatever, you got something good to say, that's just you just practicing. We know deep down inside, you're not shit. You that type of person that don't want to see nobody grow, that always put people down, that always fighting people, talking about people. You know? And you so slapped because you laugh in their face. You laugh and act like everything is all right. And then get behind them and talk about them. That's nasty. That's dirty on your behalf. Whoever you are. I don't point no fingers, but a person know if they can fit shoes. They know if they can fit shoes or not. They know if them motherfuckers too tight. They know if they too big. They're going to walk away from them. But a person that can fit them shoes going to get mad. They going to get mad at me, but you know what? You can't do shit to me. And don't get yourself in no predicament that you don't want to get out of, you know, because you are in control of your life. You know how far you can go with a person or what? But it's up to you to make the decision on where you want to be. You know, people out here so phony nowadays. They need to come out with some $3 bills for real. And they need to sit back with that motherfucker and practice real. Own the real. Y'all better look at them people deep, though. Look at people deep to know that they really ain't for you. They for the crowd. You know, you ain't going to notice it until you open up that third eye. You're going to validate it. And you're going to think that that person there for you. But when you having hard times and then you reach out to that person and shit like that, you get to figure out. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't depend on no motherfucking body. Be your own person. Do what you got to do for you and your family. Don't depend on nobody because they depending on themselves. You ain't the only motherfucker want to be number one. They want to be number one too. And you so buddy with them. What happened when y'all at the same position? You really gonna see how that person act. That person will have no problem putting you down because you're expendable to them. They can get another friend. They can get another motherfucker to go out with, to eat with, or whatever and shit like that. Don't think you playing a big part in somebody's life and be doing it for a long time to where you end up with nothing after the lights go out and then people go through their families. But it's us, though. It's how we think about each other. It's how we think towards each other and shit like that. I mean, what's the fucking answer? What's the excuse why people act like that towards each other in their own race? The same color, going through the same shit, got the same shit at home and shit. What's the difference? That we got to take a life. The person already on their knees crawling and shit like that, but you want to make them miserable, or you want to take them off this earth when you already know that they don't have anything. And the people that got something don't want to see you with shit, you dial down. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Okay. Anything. Even kick your own people in the ass. See, it's when you get that black person power, when you give him a opportunity, when you give him a status and shit like that, he look down on others. She look down on other people. Oh, they high and mighty. They feel good with it and shit like that. So they tend to look down on other people and to belittle people. They're trying to get there. See, that's what we are. We hate to see each other doing good. For what reason, I don't know, because we don't been through a whole lot of shit. We talk about it all the time, the past and all that type of shit. People still talking about it today, what they done did to us, how the government doing and shit like that. But they ain't made a motherfucking step on overcoming the problem, by getting themselves together. They studied talking. They studied talking, and when the shit happened, they play victim. Talk victim. Talk victim. And expect to be validated by a real motherfucker like me, as in knowing they doing the right thing and on some shit. No, you not on nothing. You ain't on nothing. I ain't even got nothing. I'm on something. You feel me? And everything that I have, I still got because I treasure it. As well as my friends, except the ones that don't want to be my friend, but it's okay. Kick rocks. You ain't doing shit for me, no way. You feel me? I get a right to brag because I brag doing the right things in life, taking the right chances in life, being presentable, doing the right shit in life. I get the right to brag. I don't have to flag when I can brag because I got it already. You feel me? A lot of people don't want it because they scared. A lot of people don't ask me, Mike, how you get it? I say, first of all, that mean you grew up. We used to hang together, do the same shit together and whatever, right? How the fuck you don't get it? Why you got to ask me where I got it from? When you already know. Where you get that from? That's the first thing a motherfucker say when you get something. How much you paid for it? Why? Anything that I say, you ain't in now one of those fields on getting it. Because if you was, you would be side by side with me, not behind me, asking me how I got this shit. The proof is in the pudding. Reevaluate yourself. I'm going to talk about yourself. Reevaluate yourself. We ain't finna point the finger at nobody. It's all about self-preservation. If you don't got shit, you don't want shit. That's the easiest thing. The female see that. You know what I'm saying? In the person, in the male. The male see it in the female. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. It's easy to see. There's a lot of people that got a lot of opportunities around them, but they choose to walk around without having shit. And you see it every day, walking past people. They ain't no shit. You're going to see them 2-3 times. Like they walking around a track or something, goddammit. Exercising or something. They ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got no mind chain to thinking about something new to do. The only thing they want to read is a motherfucking menu or something that's going to be instant gratified to them, given to them, something that's going to benefit them. That's the only thing that's going to be read. Not unless somebody getting away something free, and then the person going to read. They probably don't even read the whole situation. They probably just look at the dates and just know when. Like they do on some people posts. People put long posts up. People don't be reading that. I'm probably the only one that reads that I know of, that people look at. If it ain't what they want to hear or what they want to see or whatever, man, it's the road. Everybody want to be understood. Everybody want to prove their part, but they can't because they don't have a window or nothing. Self-preservation. Act as if, be as if, feel as if. You got to feel this shit. You got to be about this shit. You got to act this shit. No playing, no 50-50. You know, all that shit look good at the point of time. But when you're having a problem, you already know shit don't look good. Because you have an upside down smile on your face and you don't know what to do. And you don't fucked up all your resources because you don't talk about people. You don't put people down. You don't put their kids down, their family down. And now you need help because you thought everything going to be peaches and cream. But you came to the realization that life goes on. You just can't live for the day when it's a tomorrow. You just can't live for tomorrow when it's a week that turn into months and years, into decades, into centuries. Yeah, you're going to be on here for a long time. So the bed that you make, that's the motherfucker you got to lay in. If you ain't got shit, that's what you're going to have in life for these years, months, weeks, days. Not unless you lay down and close your eyes. And that's what a lot of positions that people pick. They don't give no fuck about what goes on about themselves, about nobody else. They ready to lay down. They ready to close their eyes. When you do that, you dead. No movement, no motion, no nothing. Real talk, food for thought. Man, if I got to sugarcoat shit to you, I don't need to be talking. You don't need to be on this stand. If I got to make you feel good and shit like that all the time, you don't need to be right here. You know, on this platform, we got a lot on our plate. Shit that we bring into the table to try to get finished with. Ain't no throwing nothing away. It's putting it behind us, getting rid of it. You know, it's taking out the trash, working towards something better. You know, you can't come to the table and feed the dog and dish that shit off up under the table to get rid of it, because it's going to come back up. You just put it in sedation. You just put it in rest mode. You know what I'm saying? Know what you're doing in your life. Life is precious. You only get one, people. You can fuck that one up one time and not be here no more. You know, say God don't like people that commit suicide. Don't like the people that don't want shit for themselves. That's what it is. Because they don't want nothing from nobody else. You know? And when you're in position, be that righteous person for everybody. Don't have picks, okay? Don't have picks. Because you're still doing the clicking shit. I told you some organizations don't turn into cliques where vice lords, stones, foes, and all that in the same clique, violating each other. Don't know law. Anything goes. Got a platform, be that person, help everybody. Ain't no big eyes and little U's. Because if it was big eyes and little U's, that's the occupation that you're doing. That's the occupation that you're training for. To belittle people and to look down on people that you don't think that's doing shit your way. There's a lot of mental things going on with people today. Sometimes you got to take your time with people today. If you're not willing to take your time, listen, provide, promote, and put forth, man, this ain't for you. If you just in it for the money to make, you know what I'm saying, views, likes, and all that type of shit, it's not for you. The shit you talking is bullshit. You know, it take a real conversation to attract real people. It takes a good conversation to attract good people. It take a life-altering, life-on-term situation. Change people. If that's not in you, man, stop perpetrating the fraud. Stop being somebody that you're not. The mask is fading. You're the type of person, you know what I'm saying, work with a person, get up there and shit, and then backstab them in the middle of the race. Why the money coming in or whatever. Person that you've been envied for a long time. We couldn't hold your niceness no more. It comes out in people. It does. It does. And you'll see it. You know, I can be real today. Laugh at what's funny and not what's created. You know, especially not by no motherfucking individual that's looking for validation from a crowd. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it, people. You know, we got some more important shows coming up, you know. We got another entrepreneur coming up, you know what I'm saying, in February, first week. Carla Monet, you know what I'm saying, predominant individual, queen, don't be into acting, you know, into fashion. Has their own theater system, their own theater where you can act, learn to act, create skits and subliminal messages. I mean, use your art the way you want to. I'm quite sure they do everything up in there, paint, dancing, and everything. You know, she's gonna be on the show first week of February. You know, I hope y'all tune in because she got a lot to offer. A lot of suggestions for the young ladies out there that's in the entertainment field, as far as acting roles, stage plays, even rehearsals. Somebody you should know, somebody you should want to get close to, especially if you ain't doing nothing but just hanging around people and walking around the block, down the street every fucking day. Do something that's gonna make a difference in your life, and it's gonna provide for your family. Educate your kids. Stop looking at all the motherfucking bottles and shit. Y'all judge the bottles just like clothes and shit. That's what y'all want to do. If it ain't Gucci and Louis, it's motherfucking Remy and this and Henny. You know what I'm saying? Y'all glorify the wrong shit. Everything y'all glorifying, y'all putting on the stand bigger than y'all. Appreciating that more than y'all appreciate y'all self. You got to look at that. You get more power to the shit that's around you than to yourself and the people that you need to do it with. You're glorified. Just like your birthday and shit like that. No, that's the date that you was born on. You don't get to celebrate that motherfucker all the time. You know, if you're going to do something positive. Quit treating your birthday like Christmas. Like you got to get extra fucked up and you need something coming to you. You need a present. You got to have a present or whatever. You know, that's addictive state because you're looking for that drink, that smoke. I don't care if you're doing it once a month. You're looking forward to it. That once a month. You're thinking about it. You're giving it power. You're saving up for it. You put money to the side. You're making preparations. You know. We get shit power, the wrong shit power. The wrong people power. As you can see. We got to get credit where credit is due for now on. If a person doing the right thing, that's love. If he's doing the wrong thing, it's not. If it's 50-50, person cool, but they still hanging around those people, it's a caution sign up. It's a caution sign up. So have an open mind to notice things like that in people. Some people try to take over your program and try to work your program the way they want it, and you invited them. You know, black people ready to get power struck, and then when they get power struck, they do the wrong things. They mess over their own. They get instant gratified. They don't need nobody to pat them on the back. They pat themselves on the back because they only care for themselves and not others. As long as they make it, it's okay. If you starting to make it, they're going to pull you down. to where you back even with them until they make it. It's a saying that says be a leader and not a follower. People recite, you know what I'm saying, positive, reactive words as nursery rhymes. After they say it, it's over with. They just want to be heard with the shit, but never took a step out and really gave it that elbow grease and worked it. So today, talk is cheap to me today. It's even cheaper, you know, because people get away with bullshit. People laugh at silly shit. People will go against something positive. But anyway, that's another show. I want to thank the people that listened in, you feel me, that participated. As far as myself, show love. As far as myself, they got a lot out of it. As far as myself, like I say, people, this is about me, you know. Make shit about you. This is an open program. Everybody's welcome. You can even host a show. You got a topic. It'd be something positive. As in growing. Entertainment field, as in positive, as in growing. Singing, positive, as in growing. Whatever you do, let's make it positive. You're always welcome on the show. The host or whatever. I'm just a narrator on this podcast, but it's for all of us. And the ones that's willing, the ones that's tired, the ones that's sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, I get what I get up out of here. That's why I'm the person that I am today. The only drama in my life today is seeing my people suffer and how we go against one another when I know we can do better. They say if you knew better, you'll do better. A lot of people know better, but they don't do better. They know this, but they choose. They choose it within their heart, within their self, within that one life body they got. They choose the wrong decisions. Some people die. Some people get hospitalized. Some people get incarcerated. Some people learn. What part you playing in whatever you're doing? Think about it. Think about the part you play in whatever happened, whatever comes up. You know what I'm saying? Reevaluate the part that you play in whatever situation. Even if somebody else get hurt, think about the part you played in it. Think about how you could have did something else. Saved a life, gave a suggestion, or anything like that. Just think about it. You know? We're supposed to be here for each other as far as growth and development. Nobody's growing, and our kids are not developing. Who fault that is? What y'all gonna play victim and blame it on the system? Blame it on Social Security, public aid. You're gonna blame it on the white race. You're gonna blame it on the occupational system or whatever and shit like that. You've been blaming shit like that for 30 and 40 years, but you never moved your feet. You never even really went and got your damn ID. But you blaming everybody and you want to play victim. You want everybody to feel sorry and just start giving you shit like the government. You know what I'm saying? You want to be enabled. That's what you want to be. You know, when it comes to shit being wrong with you, you can talk real loud. But as far as coming up with a plan, you silent as hell. Talking to somebody else, you can talk for 2 hours. But when it comes to yourself, you ain't got shit to talk about. You can talk for goddamn it 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You that person. Know who you are before you get to open up in your motherfucking mouth. Yeah, you that person. You know, you got to show your body to get attention. You got to pump your titties up to get somebody to watching, to understand you, to listening. You using something else. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something you can't do on a basic basis. Because the motherfucker know who you is. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You got to shake your ass to get attention. That's your validation. Because anything else ain't you. You're not prepared to hold a complete conversation. Because in your mind, all you have is want. What you looking for, what you need, what you want. You know, we forget about others, people. Because we so stuck on ourselves. How could you be stuck on yourself and you ain't doing shit for yourself? You ain't got shit. You ain't putting your best foot forward. How do you want people to pour themselves on you? You know? Ain't nobody finna pour their program on you to let you fuck it up. I ain't finna post shit on nobody and they salty. I will fuck up the whole recipe. That would be a plate and something on my plate that would be hard to get off. I couldn't empty my plate with shit like that on there. I couldn't talk about it or nothing like that because I'm not that person. I'm only a person that fits shoes, act out, talk about people, hurt people. I'm that person. How long could you be that person having one life? You know, some people can fuck up their life within seconds and be gone from this earth forever. How could you put yourself in that predicament when you're supposed to love life? If you really love life, you will embrace life. You would do all the happy shit there is to do in life. If you love life, if you loved your life, you will automatically be that person. What we raising now is something like pets, domestic human beings. Glad we showed them how to use the bathroom and what a shit and everything. But as far as they thoughts, they instincts, one track minded with blinders on. Can't see around them, can't see on the side of them. Only can see the shit that's in front of them. If I put a bucket of shit in front of you, that's all you can see. That's the only thing that you can relate to, or relate off of, to talk about. And it shouldn't be like that. We need to open up ourselves a little more so we can listen to a little more, so we can see a little more, so we can understand a little more. That's why I tell you, get from around them blocks, around them vacant lots and shit like that, around the basketball rims with no motherfucking hoop to play ball on. You know, stop being on the field with no ball and bat ready to play. Stop leaving shit behind in your life. Shit that you're supposed to accomplish. Something that would benefit your kids down the road. You can do it now and don't have to worry about it later. We need to validate ourselves and look in the mirror to ask ourselves what part we play in shit. Ask yourself the part that you play in it. You know what I'm saying? Before you point the finger at somebody or anything like that. Know the part that you playing in it too, because you're accessory as well. You're affiliated as well. So why not? Why shit shouldn't happen to you? If you're on that platform and you got people listening to you, man, do the right thing. Give them the right information, man. Send them on their way, righteousness, man. It'll come back to you, man, in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Mentally or physically. But it takes you being loyal to yourself, knowing not to get yourself hurt or in no type of predicament. Knowing how you act among others. Be loyal in your respect. Have you give it? And respect others and shit like that. And how you provide and want things for others just as you want for yourself. Flip that switch. When you look in that mirror, ask yourself, is you doing your part? Do you think you copacetic in what you're doing today, as far as in your life, as in living life on life terms? Are you a good role model for your kids? Do you set examples and shit like that? Good examples. You got to ask yourself that nowadays. You got to reevaluate yourself today on situations because we have a thinking problem. Some of us are mentally inclined, you know what I'm saying, to where we got a thinking problem. We can't think straight. We always think about the wrong shit because we never had shit, but want to have something today and want to do the right thing for others, especially the kids, you know. Start that generational wealth thing going on. Wealth ain't always got to be fucking material money and cars and boats, oh my, or whatever. It can be insight, suggestions, thoughts. It can be input to take a person real far in life to achieving what they need to achieve. You know, to know what they need to know. Because if you're still dwelling on shit don't happen in the past, slavery and all that type of shit, you ain't gonna get nowhere. You ain't even rehearsing at some type of facility, bettering yourself, educating yourself, where you can change laws and enforce law. You ain't even doing that. You just talking shit and playing victim. Stop playing victim. Get off your ass and do some shit. Go grab you a couple of kids. Sit at the beach. Talk to them with some ice cream. Teach them the right way and shit like that. Stop holding our kids back, telling them what they not gonna get, what they can't get, what ain't nobody gonna give them. Because they gonna keep that shit in their mind and they not gonna go for their dreams and their visions. Stop telling them that. Because you ain't never had shit. And you uncomfortable and unease, unesteemed about yourself. Everybody's a reflection. You reflect on good things and look for the people to get it. Don't reflect on nothing bad. Don't pass no bad shit down, bad ways, bad traits and shit. When you call yourself a son or a daughter of God, you want to be heard, look good and shit, but you're giving people bad advice and condoning it. Or you okay with it because that's your friend. Get the hell out of here. Friendship only goes so far. Your best friend will bust your motherfucking head from the back. Know what you're doing. Be smarter than what you're being right now. Know yourself. Know the limits that you'll go. And don't jump off the porch and shit like that to end up dead or in jail. Know yourself. Act as if, be as if, and feel as if, people. You know what I'm saying? Good afternoon, Tiffany. Good afternoon, my love. All is well. All is truly well. I want to thank some people for watching. Nene Marie, Tiffany Burgess, Oswald Lee, you know I love you, my brother. Always doing positive things. Hopefully one day we can get together and come up with a plan for our people. Walter Terry, I commend you for doing your things. Even if you got to walk, brother, you do what you got to do and not what you want to do. I love you, Walk. Jack. Nicole Pemmett, my sis. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Queen? Be safe out there. Watch them streets. Much love to you. Y'all continue to have a blessed day, y'all good people. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to let you know it's just some shit that I don't do no more. You know? Act as if, be as if, and feel as if. Be that person, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all embrace our elders out there, man. Learn from them, sit, have a conversation, take them out to eat or something like that. Do something good with them. Let them dress up in their Sunday's best, you know what I'm saying? Take them out or whatever you need to do. I need y'all to do that as well with the kids and shit, as far as the upbringing and the positive things, the positive impacts and stuff. Let them vision. Let them imagine. Let the kids dream. Let them create. You know what I'm saying? Let them be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them no role. You know what I'm saying? And for yourself, man, to be aware, to be alive, man, get your head out them phones. Females, when you with your girlfriends, don't leave her by herself. You know what I'm saying? Especially around those niggas, you know what I'm saying? Thirsty niggas, you go off with one nigga that you like and shit. Don't do that, you know? We got to take care of each other and stuff and look out for each other, man. And it's a challenge, man. Whenever you see something, man, say that's love. If you recognize it, you know what I'm saying? That's the way you know you can recognize love. When you see somebody doing good, say to yourself, that's love. You can say it out loud. Let the people know that's love. Make them do better. And next time they doing it, you know what I'm saying? Words have power, y'all. Make that impact, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that been tuning in, man. May y'all stay blessed and stuff like that, you know, with wealth and good health, you know what I'm saying, and many more to come, you know. Mike Larry got much love for you, but you know what I'm saying, I ain't nice. You feel me? I get credit what credit due. And sometimes we do deserve to be on the hot seat. We need to be told. We need to be sat down. We need to be known. We need to let a person know and put it on the table. Let's empty this plate. Food for thought, my people.
Since the beat still going, rock lit, I'm blowing dollar checks, I'm coming all the time, I'm scoring. Laid back compatible, switching up my audibles, not in front of clown niggas, life is full lateral. Some stuck with me, but the other ones left. Those was the low life, the other was just long live my hood. Yes, I came from that place, from the old special stone, we call it double A. You might see me on the tube, you might see me on the street, but I made it in the lab, making beat. I beat the blocks, I beat the rocks, I beat the cash, I beat that ass, I beat the finish, got you lacking in the past. I did the dad, I did it by myself, I did the product, and I didn't need no help. I did the ups, I beat the downs, I beat the roads, heading to a new town. The shit got hard, I beat the odds, I beat the family, now we all apart. Now I'm in the lab, looking for the star. I'm on the grind, can't waste no time. I'm CEO, yes, I'm down for mine.